Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast. Your hosts today, Bob, Cory, and Todd. Cory, how are you?
Oh, fantastic, sir.
Todd Dillon, how are you?
I am freaking fabulous, baby.
God damn it, Todd. Bringing it 100% each and every week. The girls want to be with you. The guys want to be you. You got the chops.
You said it, brother.
Bringing it each and every week, Todd Dillon. I don't know what the hell that was, but thank you for that, Todd.
That was the Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Is that what you're saying that is?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's an old callback for the old Bob and Doug fans. All right, if you're new to the show, thank you for joining us. You can catch us out here each and every week. Yeah, well, sorry, what?
What are you doing, man?
I'm doing the housekeeping.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You guys will notice we have two extra people on the show today.
I guess I'll do that first. Thanks, Cory.
So I can put their names up. People know who they are.
You just want to get their names out there.
Yeah.
All right. Joining us today, we are so happy and proud to have Sam and Amber from Girl Dinner. Hello, Sam. Hello, Amber.
Hello. Thank you guys so much for having us. We're so excited to be here.
Our pleasure. You got their names up there?
I do.
All right. You want me to finish?
Yeah, you can go ahead now.
All right. So each and every week you can catch us out here, and you can go get each of the old episodes out of the streaming services, wherever you get a podcast. You can also see us out on YouTube, like and subscribe, as well as reach out to us on email at schnozzcast@gmail.com, or Instagram DM is probably the best way. So out of the way, housekeeping done.
Very good.
Excellent. All right. Sam and Amber, how are you?
Good.
Now
We're
I'm seeing
good.
the screen.
Doing
It
really
does look
good.
good. Look at that, Cory.
What looks what looks good?
So now I finally put up on the TV in Bob's living room. We can see
Now I can actually
now
see everything.
now he can see the live screen. So
Yeah, now I see what
Okay.
you're saying.
Oh,
I was just thinking to myself as you guys were starting here, I really like your guys' on-air signs.
yes.
Those are sick.
I
thank
like
you.
them.
Thank you.
We have
Thanks.
a couple
You
of them
guys have
actually.
the same dog. I feel like you guys have the same dog. Or very similar dogs. I seen a dog in your screen, and then I seen a dog in your screen.
Oh, so Cory and I are sitting across from each other, and
Okay. that
my
makes
dog
more
will.
sense.
He'll go.
It's a clone.
He'll come
it's
over
a
here.
clone dog.
He'll come over here to me and be like, "I think you have food. You have food, don't you?" And I'm like, "I don't have food."
That's
It's
funny.
like, "Oh, I think the other guy's got food. Let's see if I can go."
I
over
was
there
gonna
and
make a
get me
joke.
some."
I was gonna be like, it's funny, they're probably just sitting together, and it's like, oh wait, you actually are.
Yeah. Bob and I are actually in the same room. That's Indy, short for Indiana. So yeah, you'll see him pop up every now and again. He's not the most spry dog. He's kind of lazy, so every once in a while you'll see him pop up. But that's only when, like Bob said, when he thinks that someone has food.
Yeah, which is all the time.
God, I wish my dog would be lazy once in a while.
Same.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a border collie Pyrenees.
Oh Jesus, that's not a lazy
He's a
dog.
big.
Is he
No,
loud in
he's
the
a big
room when you're
boy.
podcasting?
Yeah, that's why I'm not at home.
Ah, okay.
She actually leaves her house to podcast.
Yeah, I have to leave my house because there's so many loud things there. 2 children, my dog, in my home office, like it's in the basement. So if anybody runs over top when I podcast, you can just hear doof, 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 doof. I'm like, yeah, okay, we can't do this. This isn't a good vibe. So I'm at the shop with my makeshift girl dinner sheet.
I like it. I also saw you guys
Thank
had
you.
a friend who does artwork that had made a new logo or like a T-shirt for you guys. Is that accurate?
Yeah, she made us. She's a graphic designer, so she designed our logo for us, and then she put it on a shirt for herself, which was so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it looked really
it's a
cool.
raccoon coming out of a trash can.
Yes. Which
I
is
see.
absolutely represents girl dinner.
Does it?
I was gonna say, is there a story behind that?
Nope,
There is.
there is.
no.
Nope.
No.
There
Yes,
is.
there is.
Of course there is. So
Okay.
like girl dinner is like eating random snacks out of the fridge like anytime. Like a girl dinner could be like a piece of like a chicken finger and maybe like a cup of juice and like a piece of cheese. Okay, but then a raccoon snack, you do all that in the middle of the night.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Girls don't do that in the middle of the night?
No, only if you're feeling like a raccoon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Speaking of raccoons, Todd, I noticed that you're looking a little bit more hirsute these days than you normally do. What is that on top of your skull?
What's on your head?
That's my toque, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, he's wearing a
Oh.
toque.
Because we're Canadian. He's like, you know what? We got to represent.
Absolutely.
Show off.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're not the only one, Todd. I am drinking a fine Molson Canadian this evening.
Oh,
you
you
guys.
guys really know how to welcome us to the show.
Thank you so much.
This is what
Now,
we do.
I don't have anything physical.
Working on your Molson muscle.
But I am the most athletic out of all three of us, and I played hockey for years, so I think that's more
Wow.
Canadian than anything
Wow.
that Bob and Todd have.
Untrue. Untrue. Hit the button, Bob.
What? All right, there is a button, I'm sure, for this. If I could find it, thanks for putting me on the.
Oh, boy.
That's it. All right. You're welcome.
There you go.
Todd, what are you drinking out of your Lego cooler tonight?
Oh, Bob, I got
Because
a
you're
real
back on the
doozy
wagon,
today.
right? You're
I am
drinking again.
off the wagon. I'm
Off
off
the
the
wagon.
wagon, baby.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm drinking a Fort George City of Dreams Pale Ale. It is fan-freaking-tastic, baby.
Yeah, because you took the month of February off because it was the shortest month, right?
Absolutely. I'm weak of will.
Hold that up again,
And it's
Todd.
March 1st.
So did you go the entire month?
I did.
Good for you.
Good for you.
In fact, I think I heard his wife mentioning that your show's better when you're not drinking. So maybe you should continue
She
not
did
drinking.
say that. That's why I'm drinking tonight.
So I would like to know if you had any revelations about like while you took your sober 28 days. Did you have any epiphanies? Did you realize you like not being sober more?
I did. That's exactly what it was. I realized how much I really like beer.
That's fair.
And what made you want to take 28 days off?
It's an annual tradition. I do it every year, and I do it because it's the shortest month. I know that 31 days would just be misery. So
That is
28
3 days. Yeah.
And last year was a leap year, so that 29th day, I was sweating.
That's funny. I'm drinking water out of a Stanley because I'm not that fun on a Saturday night.
Well, you've
I
only
feel like
got
this is an American brand.
2 young kids.
Yeah, that's Danielle. My wife has a whole plethora and collection of her Stanleys. So right there with you on that
Stanley
one.
has us in chokeholds.
Stanley what?
Stanley has us in chokeholds.
Yeah, they do.
I thought it was Yeti. Yeti had us in a chokehold.
No, Yeti's out. Yeti's an ick. If you drink out of a Yeti, it's an ick.
Son of a
Sean.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw
There's
away
those
so many
there's
coolers.
those Stanleys. There's those like Stanleys that are like a thermos style, right? Like they're like the man one and it's like dark green. And I saw this girl posted and she's like, I asked for a Stanley for Christmas and this is what my husband got me. And it's like those ugly ass ones.
That's the original Stanley.
Oh,
Yeah.
it looks like it
COG.
belongs in like a 1940s lunchbox.
Yes.
You're supposed to drink out of it while
Yeah.
you're sitting on top of a big steel
Camping.
girder.
Yeah, while you're doing construction
Yeah.
on a high rise.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly. You can put your soup in there. You can put your beer in
More
there,
soup.
your water. Yeah. Yeah.
I will say, whoever came about with rebranding the Stanleys, they definitely deserve a raise because I think Stanley at one point was starting to be a company that wasn't too popular, especially with all the Yetis, and they've definitely turned that around big time.
Yeah, they did. They got with the times. We
They
can all
did.
take note because I don't know how to get with the times. I'm
They
gonna try
probably
that.
hired a Gen Z.
Oh, smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was say it definitely wasn't. So, and I will tell you guys, Bob and Todd are much older than I am. So when you referred to the old man Stanleys, that's they had
Right.
those when they were kids in
It's
school.
theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes. like they're the founders. They're the founding fathers of those old ass Stanleys.
Basically, if not older.
Yeah, because back
If
then
not
you're
older.
like,
I got it. Okay.
there'll never be a nuclear bomb made. No, we're living
Like
in a
they were like
World
in
War
their
II
late
society.
30s when they got invented.
Yeah,
Got it.
Exactly.
I'm sensing a theme here, Todd. Are you sensing that same theme?
I'm ignoring it.
Okay, excellent.
Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is
Indeed.
bliss.
Indeed.
But Amber, I think you mentioned, it was either Amber or Sam, I can't remember, but mentioned the ick of the Yeti, and I know that there was a lot of stuff going on, and we couldn't quite get as far as we wanted to go, but there were some ick, some icks that we tried to address through video
Yes.
for you guys.
Like don't hunch. Do not hunch.
Yeah,
So real
that's
The
why
Mormon
my
mom's
posture's so good.
popular.
real quick, we had I don't know who this is. They say it's me. That's their handle on YouTube. The Mormon
Snacker?
moms popularized.
That's a snacker.
That's a snacker.
That is a snacker. I think that might be my friend Bonnie.
Okay.
Well, Bonnie, welcome to the
Mormon-
show.
Oh, people can just comment in. That's bold.
Because we live. We on
Yes, we
YouTube.
live.
This is where I thrive.
So,
Okay.
and for folks who may just be meeting you for the first time, your followers are named Snackers, correct?
Yes. Oh, I was thinking because we were talking. Sorry, I just totally interrupted you. Not to
No,
make
you're
this
fine.
about me, but
Yeah.
we were chatting in our pre-meeting a month ago or so, and you guys were like, we don't have like a name for our audience because you know they didn't like assholes, right? Like they didn't like being called assholes.
That's what I put forward, and nobody liked it.
And how come? Why don't you guys call them the Schnozzers?
We've tossed that.
Or is that
around.
weird?
That
The
sounds
silence
very
is loud.
lame to me.
The silence is
I feel like
deafening.
that's as far as that name got. Todd said it was lame almost immediately, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, and I
Weak
agree.
sauce.
It does make the most sense out of all the names that you can come up with. But
Yeah.
I think we
Or
tried it for a
boogers.
while.
Boogers I liked.
This is
Oh
why.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I think what was missing from all those conversations were a couple of reasonable people like Sam and Amber that were not present during those conversations. So I would just throw out
Reasonable. I don't
boogers
know if
and
we've ever been considered. Wow, that's a really nice way to describe us.
Do Canadians still toss around the term keeners? Should we call them keeners? Does that work?
There you go. That's a good one.
but we're
That
not
is a good one.
Canadian.
That's true.
That's
How is
true.
that?
Yeah.
That doesn't apply back to what. Anyway, so yes, we still are on the lookout for a name for the group. We'll take any and all suggestions. But I love you. I love the name of
Assholes.
of the snackers. How many snackers? Do you have any idea how many snackers there are in the world?
Well, I think we're sitting at about 200, 210 right now.
But
So
in our
we're-
hearts, everyone is a snacker.
Yes, everybody everywhere is a snacker, and I'm like, somebody looks at me in the grocery store. I'm like, you listen to Girl Dinner, don't you? Just like some random woman.
Well, that was going to be my next question for you: is have you been recognized yet? Out and about on the street.
A couple people at the school
Yeah.
have at my kids' school, and I was like, oh my god, oh no.
Well,
I
Sam-
really hope you wear headphones.
Sam lives in a really small town. I live in a big city. But last weekend we were together and we were at a bar and some guy who Sam doesn't know, I know him, came up to us and said, I'll fall asleep listening to true crime. And then it'll just play what you have listened to in the past. So he's like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and Girl Dinner will be playing. And I'm like, I need to get this shit out of my earphones. And he's like, if I was single, I wouldn't date you two. Based
We're
on
like,
your
good.
podcast.
Wow.
That's high
good.
praise.
Sam was like, Sam was like, good. That's the point.
Yeah.
Here's how I feel. Okay. I feel like if I'm going to be like my bratty self and like be able to, joke around and just like be who I am, then, and like the guy's deterred, like, good, I'm doing my job. Cause the right man, aka my husband, like he loves it, right? Like he can riff with me. He's never been like insecure if I was like funny or anything like that. So Yeah. I'm like, if anybody's like, oh my God, I'm like, good, go away.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that attracted us to you is that you, much like kind of how we feel about it, you're willing to talk about anything and everything and don't seem to have any sort of fear from talking about this topic versus that topic. And clearly you have a history where, you know, it's very clear to watch and to listen to you that you have shared stories and a past that you can talk about and, you know, share with the audience. So always thought that was a really, really cool thing.
Aw, thanks. Yeah, fun fact, actually, about 5-6 years ago, we were going to start a podcast together, but we were at such like weird places in our lives that it just didn't make sense. And so I had just become a mom, and Amber was kind of like doing something completely different. Like our lives were on opposite sides. And I don't even know what we were going to do the podcast really about. Like, I think it was leaning more towards mental health. And then we scraped it. We're like, we're not doing this right now. I went off and did my own podcast for a while. And then we built our careers. And then over this like last year and a half, we're like, we need to start a podcast. Like, it's time. And it's been the perfect journey. And it's been so fun. And we're at a point too where we're confident in ourselves too. So we can joke about these things that we would never have posted on the internet 5 years ago. Like, we're way more brave now. So yeah.
So how I understand that you guys are now top 10% of all video podcasts on Spotify, which is
I'm just as shocked as you are.
Crazy to me. That
golf clap.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's something that is really, really impressive. And so my question to you is, when you started in earnest, the two of you with this podcast, did you have a plan for how you wanted it to grow, or did you just kind of decide, well, we're going to see where it takes us based on how we get used to doing this podcast and sharing our stories and learning about, you know, sort of what Girl Dinner is all about?
You want to
Yeah,
go?
I'll go. You can, yeah. I think so for both of us, like I'm a realtor, so I have a very demanding, stressful job, and she's a mom of two and also like an online digital creator. So we're both have somewhat serious roles in our lives, and we wanted something that was so far removed from our like serious day-to-day life. So we didn't really have a plan or like a map. We're just like, we want something, even if it's just the two of us that only are the only two that chime in every week, like that would be enough for us. And it's almost turned into like a therapy session. Like there's been a couple times where we couldn't record and both of us are like, what the fuck do we do? Like Sam had her surgery and I was just like staring at a wall at Tuesday when we're supposed to record. So it's like, it's definitely become almost like a therapy session for us. And we said from the beginning, like, even if it only reaches the two of us, like that would just be enough.
Yeah. And then like we love making people laugh too. So we were like, you know what, if we can, our goal is to make each other laugh on this podcast, right? Like I feel like we've accomplished our goal if we've made each other bust a gut. And then if we can spread that, I just feel like the more we do it, the more positivity, even though, you know, we're not spreading mindfulness, we're not spreading anything like that really, but we're spreading joy and laughter. And I think that goes such a long way. So yeah, it's been exciting. Something that we have tossed around a lot, and especially, you know, over the last little bit, is that as we grow and, you know, create our little snacker nation, we eventually want to have a live show and like tour it and everything. So I think that's kind of like long term. But yeah, for now, we're just really excited, just building up, keeping going, making as many people laugh as we can, making each other laugh, keeping it really fun. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that we've always said that to each other, and it's been years that we've been doing this, is that, you know, we love doing it. To be able to make either one of these two a-holes laugh is some of the best times I can remember. And as long as we still want to do it, as long as it's still fun. Yeah, it's a couple times, maybe twice
in 319
300.
Out of like the 300 episodes you guys have.
Yeah, I got 2 good ones.
Yeah.
But that keeps us coming back, and it wouldn't have mattered if no one listened to us at all.
Well, that's too. Yeah, and we started. It was literally we would go out on Saturday nights, to one of the local bars and just hang out. And we came over to Bob's house one day to pick him up, and he had his laptop set up at his kitchen table. And he's like, "Hey, we tell all these crazy stories at the bar when we're talking to each other. Why don't we sit down and record it and see how funny they are, if they are funny at all?" And I know for sure. I was like, "No, Bob. This is the worst idea you might have ever come up with." I'm like, the last thing I ever want to do is hear myself talk, let alone for an hour or 2 hours, whatever the case might be. And so that we did that week, and Bob went back and listened to it, and he's like, "Oh, it was pretty good." And we came over the next Saturday.
I totally lied when I said that too.
I'm sure
it was almost unlistenable.
But we went and we come over the next weekend, and there's a little mixer with only two microphones, even though there was 4 of us doing it. So we were sharing 2 microphones between 4 of us. And after that, it just kind of continued on. And now here we are with, live streaming capabilities and all these different cameras and lights and crazy things. So, yeah, after, 3 or 4 years of it, it just kind of stuck. And like you guys said, you guys enjoy doing it. And as long as you can make each other laugh, the 3 of us look forward to really getting together on Saturday nights and doing the podcast. And I will say, Todd was not an original member. He waited till we got all the kinks worked out, and he's like, "Oh, now I'll become a member of the cast."
Yeah, he's like the Pete Best of the group.
So you guys then had 2 other people before.
Well, Joe was on the original first couple episodes, and he's a wild card. He's been a good friend of mine for a very long time, but you just never know which way he's going to go with things. And we agreed on, there's going to be certain topics we don't discuss and that can just not be brought up. And Joe doesn't like to play by rules. And sometimes he would just
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, shoot from the hip and say something completely wild that we were all like, "No, buddy, no.
We weren't live streaming back then.
No, we were just recording.
Yeah, so
that's good then.
I had to stop the recording, go, what are you talking about? You can't talk about that. No, not only does no one want to hear that, I don't want to talk about that or have that associated with my name.
Yeah, so Joe, he didn't necessarily get kicked off. I think he just he kind of saw that he couldn't be himself on the show. Which
I'll tell you exactly what happened. It was look, there's only 3 rules here, and every week for the last month you've broken all 3 of them. Next time, that's it.
Yeah.
Like if you can't follow these 3 basic rules, it's not that hard.
No, for Joe it is though. For Joe, it's very, very hard.
He just said, "Well, screw you guys. I don't need to be part of this. This isn't that fun."
Yeah,
and you know what? And as comedians too, like it's important to like, in a way, like not censor, but it's also important to read the room and to also, have that underlying kindness and that underlying respect and that underlying I'm going to make you laugh and I'm going to push boundaries, but I'm also going to be the most kind person that you ever meet. Like you're always going to feel seen and heard and like respected by me still.
Yeah, most definitely. And Joe, I guess I won't even repeat for the sake of everyone listening, and especially for you ladies, some of the stuff that he would shoot off at the hip about, because it was just that bad that we're like, yeah, dude, we can't, like, if we're gonna try to make it anywhere.
I'm so curious to know now, but don't tell us on here. Like, if you ever feel like sharing, like I'm very curious.
Later. Once we're not live all over the internet, we can definitely discuss that. But yeah, for all the listeners out there, and people that we're still trying to hang on to and listen to us, and for your guys' sake and the snackers, we will not repeat it right now.
Yeah, we won't be repeating it. Got
it.
Right?
It was worse than the period blood video you made.
Oh, yeah. 100% worse. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Speaking of which, I mean, I guess there's no better time than to show the video.
Well, again, you need to clear this with our very special guests. We did send it to them, but I didn't get a sense from them where they were like, "That's great, Cory. So well done."
So here's what we'll do. Because there is a reason why this video was made. Because on our production meeting that we talked with you guys, there was a story told about one of your guys' icks, and it was drinking period blood.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Amber went on a date with a guy who admitted that he had drank period blood,
Yeah.
which is really fucked up, not gonna lie.
It was
Yeah.
super fucked up.
Who collects period blood is what I really want to know.
Like, he must have
No,
drank it out
he
of someone's
drank it
diva cup.
He drank it from the girl. Like she
From
So
her.
I'll tell the story really, really quick.
From the
So
faucet?
I didn't
Come on.
ask details about
I think
how
probably
she
from her
collected it.
diva cup.
That's what
like,
Todd calls
you guys
it, is
know
the
what a
faucet.
diva cup is?
Yeah, unfortunately.
You know what the diva cup is?
I do now.
Okay, it's like a cup that the lady puts up her woohoo, and it collects the period blood. So he probably drank it out of there.
No, there was no period blood. He said the reason he drank hers is because she's never had any vaccinations, and she like had the purest of the blood.
Oh
But-
my god!
So he drank her blood.
Because she's had no vaccinations.
She's had no vaccination. That's
So
not the
he's
first
gonna
thing I'm
drink it.
saying to someone when they say, I've had no vaccinations. I don't want to say I want to drink your blood. But anyway, that's what this guy did. That's when I left the date. I was like, this is it for me. I've had enough. I've seen
enough.
what I needed to see.
Oh my
Was this-
god!
Was this a first date?
It was a first date.
Wow,
That's
that's
a
right
hell of
to
a
the
first date
point.
impression. Yeah.
yeah, that's a bold move.
Yeah.
And even just for
At
that
least
to be
he
in your
like
list
got
of
to the
icks,
point.
it's crazy that you should have to announce that that's an ick for you.
It's crazy that we have to announce that, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
like just puts on your Hinge profile next time. Like, please don't drink period blood. If you do, please do not contact me. Don't swipe right or whatever it is. Swipe
Yeah.
left.
All right,
Well,
so
that's
Cory,
funny.
I'll let you
That being said,
introduce.
I made a little video for you guys on the drinking of the period blood.
Oh my
And,
god. Okay.
Hang
Oh,
on.
great. That does sound like they have not watched it, which is it's going to be.
no, I've
amazing.
watched it. I don't know if Sam did.
I didn't watch the period blood one. I watched the other ones so
Oh,
far.
boy. Here we go.
Well, guess what, Sam? You're in for a ride, so buckle up.
Okay.
All right, let me bring this over here, and here we go.
Also, I'll make an edit of all these videos at some point too. This weekend or Monday.
Oh, hang on here. I fumbled something up. All right. Here we go.
Cory shower update. And I wanted to do something very special today. And it's going to be a great, I think a great recipe. But before we do that, I've decided to start a new tradition. We might as well start taking a shot, or at least a drink of something, before we start the shower cooking. So, let's start with that. Oh my god. I grabbed the wrong thing. Oh. That was my glass of period blood. That was disgusting. Hang on. I'm very sorry, but I have to rinse my mouth out and wipe my face off a little bit.
No.
Oh, there. What is this? Oh. Oh my god. It's poor goddamn period blood. Alright. Well, Sam and Amber, I'm very sorry, but apparently there's some things that you can just not fix with guys. So, well, I gotta go take care of this. See ya.
So, there you go. That was the.
What
You don't
does your
want-
wife say about all this?
So you'll notice
That's what I'm wondering.
You'll notice I had to set a light up in the shower because it was very, very late at night.
Oh,
I was wondering, I'm like, okay, are you saying to your wife, like, just a minute, like, I gotta go record this period blood video. Please don't interrupt. Don't be alarmed about what I'm about to do.
Well, her number one concern was, I hope that doesn't stay in the glass. And her number two concern was,
Fair.
please don't break that glass. And
Okay,
then
so
she's,
I'm wondering what's the red stuff made out of?
So
blood.
Danielle was bleeding a lot last month.
Wow.
That's a lot of blood.
By the way, just so you know, she does not listen to the show. That's why Cory can make such bold, outrageous claims.
Oh, behind her back. Great.
Yep.
Well, it's not, like I said, she knew what I was doing, but yeah. So the mixture of said period blood was the cup was tomato juice. No, just a can of tomato soup, and I added water to taste.
To taste.
And then
not quite period blood yet. Hold on, let me add a little more water.
The one thing I wasn't very happy.
Out.
Can you what?
Can we thin this out?
Let me thin this out.
Yeah, I definitely had to, because otherwise, yeah, it would have been. And I'm not gonna lie, even when I took the sip of it, knowing what I had just said, I was like, oh, this is.
Yeah.
Even though I know this is just tomato soup with water, it was hard to hang on to that sip. And I will say, once I did the spit take, I knew that I'm like, okay, I can't redo another one, because I looked at the front of the shower and I probably spent the next hour and a half cleaning up the entire shower head and everything like that. So
that's commitment. That's
Yeah, you
commitment.
really committed to the bit. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we
100%.
appreciate that.
Well, he has to reshoot it though, because he's got to get Diva Cup underneath the period blood.
Oh.
I mean, had I known that was
Just
part of the story,
hold the Diva Cup. Just take a little Diva Cup and just pretend to take like a little sip. Just
well, so now hang on. I do have a question for you ladies, because I was bouncing something off Bob and Todd before I made the video. And I was going to add a tampon in the cup. And they both...
I said that might be a bridge. We don't know them well enough. I haven't heard back from them that would be a cool idea.
that might have been the thing.
But I said
That might have been the thing.
I said if you want to just have like a string coming out of the glass with no visible tampon, I think that would be okay.
No, you guys go off. Here's the thing, okay? Like, you guys can't offend us. It would be so hard to offend us. It would be so hard to cross the line with us.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So
that's what I was thinking. But
now the gauntlet has been tossed.
I mean, now that we know that.
Well, we also had 2 weeks 2 weeks in a row in which our guests had to cancel because something came up, and I was feeling a little paranoid. I'm like, I don't need to give them a reason not to come on the show on the first. Let's just period blood is fine. Maybe no tampon. Maybe next time for like a version 2.0 or like a anniversary visit.
Like we didn't take your advice about the X, and now we're going a little further with it.
Exactly. With a little turdlet teaser.
I did tell him though, I'm like, if you have one take, then you need to go you need to commit 100% to the bit. The spit take is going to make or break whatever you're doing, and don't worry about cleaning up. And
It's
I feel
fine.
like it worked out.
It's all for the comedy. It's all to make people laugh. So go for it. Go off.
The art.
Yes. That reminded me. So we were chatting when we were on your guys' production meeting a month ago or whatever. We talked about Canadian versus American things. And I have a list if you guys would like to hear it.
Sweet.
Yes.
Bring it.
All right. So there's quite a few things. There's some that I thought about, like I realized off the top of my head, and then I had to Google a couple. Okay, so ketchup chips. You guys don't have ketchup chips, right?
Ugh, that sounds disgusting.
We do
They're
not.
so
we
good.
have, we have
So
access
good.
to all dressed chips, if that helps.
Okay,
No.
yeah.
Different.
Different.
All dressed
different?
is so good. Yeah, different. No, ketchup chips, you think they would be disgusting. Like, I don't actually even really like ketchup, but ketchup chips slap. They're so good. So
I think
fucking
they're
good.
tough to
It
get
sounds
around
like
here.
period. I get the period blood.
That's
vibe.
Nick. Get period blood vibes, period chips.
Ketchup chips.
Obviously, universal health care.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what you're
Another thing. Another thing is also, okay, but this I don't understand. E-transfer. You guys don't have e-transfer, right?
What?
What is
Yeah,
it?
they don't have e-transfer.
What is e-transfer?
Well, they have like Venmo, which is the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, but-
yeah.
Instant payment apps.
Well, no. E-transfer is like you can email someone money and there's like no fee or anything.
Like
there's no
PayPal
fee.
or Zelle or
Just email.
Oh, so they need a separate app where we
Yes.
can just free willy this and send people
We
money. Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
Free
I don't-
willy-nilly.
I
I
don't
thought
think
that's
we
because
have that.
loonies are like play money anyway.
Oh yeah, we're there too. I've got that.
Come on. Now.
I've got that on here too. Actually, loonies and toonies. We don't
would
have
like
dollar
them to
bills.
come back, Todd. We'd like them to return.
They said they respected the art, Bob.
Yeah, we're good.
You can
Let's
go
not
off.
pretend what
Go
you're doing
off.
here is art, Todd. You and your toque.
What else? Oh, so Caesars. You guys do Bloody Marys, right?
Yeah.
So we have a Caesar, which is a little different. And in fact, fun fact for you, they were actually invented in our hometown of Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Mhm.
So
What is
that's
do
cool.
tell? Do tell. What is it?
It's kind of like a Bloody Mary, but it's a little different. So instead of tomato juice, it's clamato. And then it has like a celery salt rim, and then it's dressed up with like how do you say it? Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Who's what where?
Westchester.
Westchester sauce. Yeah, but it's bomb. I like it better than a Bloody Mary. It has
I
more
have
flavor.
had
That's
that.
Bob's drink.
I have had that before. My dad used to make one like that.
Mm.
But I think it's
Is he
difficult.
Canadian?
He's not Canadian, although we always lived just outside of Detroit. So
Right.
Well, he's kind of Canadian now. He's in heaven. That's north.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
the problem,
angel.
here's the problem. The problem is if I mute Todd, I also mute Sam and Amber.
Yeah, true. Actually,
That's
Have a free run.
Oh,
baby.
no.
Free run.
Corey
He's
can do it
watching
right
over
from
us right now.
Switcher.
guess what? Todd's
Hey,
muted.
Fantastic. All right.
Sam and
Keep
Amber are
going,
not.
Sam and Amber.
Nice. He's okay. I won't go any further with that then. I don't want to get muted.
No,
No.
we're not. We would
Bob
never
the
mute you.
censor.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's only
thank you.
Todd we would mute.
That's good because I can't shut up. So
Yeah, no,
That'd
you
be
would
horrible.
never get the mute button. Todd gets it at least 4 times an episode. So
At least
And
four
the mute button.
yeah, that too.
that's funny. Okay, and then poutines, or
Oh, I
they're
was gonna say that one. Yeah.
they're technically called poutine, but we call them poutines. Do you guys have that?
We do. In fact, in my town, we have a poutine restaurant. That's all they serve.
Oh,
So good.
Yeah.
So fucking good. Obviously loonies and toonies, you guys know that. Toques, well, you're wearing a toque, but you guys mostly do beanies, right? Or call it beanie, sorry.
Yeah, I think so.
And then here's one that I learned this when I was a kid. So Smarties here are like chocolate covered, like candy covered chocolate, kind of like an M&M. But Smarties where you guys are what we call rockets. So it's like those little
they're like chalk candy.
chalk candies,
Yes.
basically like little circles. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys
Rockets.
call those Smarties, we call those rockets.
So I am aware of this because so the company I work for, it's based out of Canada, and so we have a lot of people that will come down from Canada to our office all the time, and bring with them the goodies that we cannot get here in the U.S. So yeah, the Smarties. When the first time I saw those, I was like, "Huh, this is interesting," and I proceeded to eat a whole bag by myself. So yeah, they're not bad.
Did you
Not
like
bad.
them though?
Oh
Do you
God,
like
yeah. Pfft, come on now,
They're good.
they're very good.
They're like one of those things that I don't eat very often, but when I do, I'm eating like the whole box.
Go
I'm just-
off. Yes.
Yeah, give me those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how that's.
Also, what do you guys call pencil crayons?
Pencil crayons.
So it's like it's not a marker, but it's the pencil.
Colored pencils.
Yeah.
Colored
pencils.
pencil. Okay.
So stupid.
Well,
it's
didn't
a
know.
pencil crayon.
It's a pencil crayon.
No, I
don't-
knew. That's why I was asking.
That's very interesting.
Also, and then the last thing on my list was that sorry overload. I always wonder, do you guys do that down there? Because I was noticing this the other day. Obviously, I grew up here and we all say sorry so much. But I feel like, even in situations that we're not sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not actually sorry.
It's because you guys are so polite.
I think that Michigan, especially Lower Michigan around Ontario, has a lot of characteristics of Canadians. I think that
Canadians.
Midwest.
I would say the Midwest period.
Yeah.
Especially like even like Minnesota and all that.
Overly polite.
There's a lot of sorries in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, places like
Minnesota.
Yeah.
that. The old soda.
Yeah. I won't even say Ohio though.
But I will say,
Fuck
like
those
when
people.
like Sam, when you say sorry, I find it much funnier with the Canadian accent than us saying sorry.
You find
How do
it
I say it?
funnier or
Sorry.
sexier?
So the sorry.
Oh,
No, that's not, it's funnier.
Sorry.
That's funnier, Bob.
All right. Well, agree to disagree.
because you guys kind of say
Okay.
the O. To me, it sounds like you guys say the O as an A.
Like
I'm
a sorry.
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
hang
from
on. Let's-
Minnesota. Sorry.
Well,
I don't think ours is that bad. We're not necessarily. We don't have
Well,
the Minnesota
It
slang,
kind of is.
agree to disagree, I
It
guess,
kinda is.
Cory.
right?
All right. So I had a couple here, and each of
Okay.
these are there's money riding on the answer. So,
Oh yeah, we made side bets on
yes.
what the answers to these questions were going to be.
So first one is butter
Who gets the
tart.
money, first of all?
Well, first
Like
of all,
Bob,
so,
it's Bob and
Whoever
Cory
wins?
versus me.
Bob and
It's Bob
me
and
and
Cory
Cory
versus me.
bet
Okay.
against Todd. First one
Okay,
is
okay.
butter tarts. Is it a big thing
Yes.
for you?
Yes.
Oh, Kate, the amount of freaking butter tarts I ate when I was pregnant.
Butter tart.
Yeah,
Butter tart.
no. I feel like, especially at Christmas,
God, I could go for a butter tart right now.
Yeah,
So fucking good.
no fucking good.
Literally, like a whole, like you just shove the whole butter tart in your mouth.
We
I
got
have
No,
a new
they're-
name for my wiener now.
we got
There.
to find these.
That's I'm right there with you. Now I definitely want a butter tart, not because Todd just said that, but because the
So good.
because the actual
I want to kick Todd right in his butter tart.
yeah.
That's what I want to do. How about
Your wife just called. Hey, butter tart.
Yeah, exactly.
Woo, it's my special time.
beaver tail pastries? Beaver tails?
Oh, fuck, so good.
Yes.
I didn't know what they were when I looked them up. I'm like, oh, Jesus, I would definitely buy a box of those.
Mhm.
But you can't get
so
them
good.
around here. But
You're,
I think,
like they're huge.
They're huge. They're like probably like that big.
thank you. I
See, for that, and that's one.
That's one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
but your thing was it was, or maybe it was Todd, it was whole wheat dough.
Oh
think
yeah,
stretched out.
The dough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Why is it whole wheat? Why can't it just be flour?
I didn't know it was whole wheat.
I mean, I know it's probably better
In
for
the-
you, but
Not necessarily, but I could go off about whole wheat, but I won't. I could go down a whole wheat rabbit hole. No, but what the beaver tails are whole wheat?
That's what
Is that what you're saying?
Google says.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't had
I
one of
don't
those in a long time. I don't know.
Hmm.
That'd be really weird if it is. The fuck?
All right, so first money bet question. When
Okay.
when you go to get a coffee, where are you going to go?
Tim Hortons.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
Amber
so
said
you
Tim
guys-
Hortons. Sam
Tim
said
Hortons.
what?
Okay.
For sure.
I'm a split. Okay, I'm a split between
fucking
Tim
shut
Hortons or Starbucks sometimes or McDonald's. Because here's the thing. Okay, Tim Hortons is not that good. Okay.
Yeah, but
And
Tim
I'm a
Hortons
coffee girl.
doesn't claim to be good coffee.
It used
Tim
to be
Hortons
better.
is just Tim Hortons.
It used to be better, but here's
Mm.
also a fact that maybe I don't even know if you know this, Amber. So
No, I know it. It's false.
which one?
The one where they bought the McDonald's farm.
Oh no,
The
but
McDonald's farm?
McDonald's bought their coffee. So McDonald's coffee is Tim Hortons old coffee, like what they
No.
used to have. Yes, it is.
No.
Uh-oh.
Fine. Google it
Wow.
right now.
I sent.
Okay, so who won the money there?
Well,
It feels
Cory
like
and
I did.
Cory and I both bet a bet on Timmy's, and Todd bet on Starbucks. So I feel like Todd doesn't win because he only got
You guys all kind of win.
1/3 of Sam's answer.
And I also feel like
Everybody.
aren't the Mounties going to be
Bob's
knocking
kind
on
of
your door
a stickler
for
on whether how many answers you can give these days.
Yeah, but aren't the Mounties going to be knocking on your guys' door for that blasphemy against Tim Hortons?
Yeah, Sam, they're coming for you, Sam.
Good. Come on. Seriously. Take me out of this hell.
Yeah, I didn't think you were allowed to say stuff about Tim Hortons like that in Canada.
I guess technically we should leave it up to Sam and Amber.
I'll
to be
flip
the judge
those
about
fuckers
this.
off.
We're actually like sworn to we have to like take an oath to not say anything bad about Tim Hortons, and Sam just fucked that up.
Yeah, that's
I just
exactly
said I would
what
flip them off.
That's exactly
I actually
what
have beef
thought.
with Tim Hortons right now. So,
What's the beef?
because there's one lady who works at the one by my house, and she always rushes me, and I'm like trying to put things back in my wallet, and she's like, goodbye, bye, and she rushes me. So then one time I was like, hey, I gotta put my debit card back in my wallet. Wait a second. And she was like, oh, and I was like, yeah. So her and I are in a fight.
So your beef is not with Tim Hortons as much as it is with one
It's with
woman
her.
who works at Tim. Oh, got it. Okay.
True. That's true.
Should have played the grievance music.
Listen. I am all in favor of having a beef with a nemesis, someone who you really want to just destroy this person. I'm all for
Right.
that.
You just sit in your kitchen and rage about it.
Yeah, and then talk about him on a podcast to the whole entire internet later.
Talk shit.
But
Someone just commented and said the ice cap is really good. It is very good. That is my favorite thing.
So good.
That's my brother-in-law Dylan.
Well, I kind of feel like Cory and I won this bet then.
No.
Oh, most definitely.
You did. Like, if all else fails, we're going to Tim Hortons. It's cheaper. It's quick. You know, at the end of the day, like, you can get something. You know that there's going to be something there you like. And if you need some days you just wake up and you're like, I need a freaking ice cap, and you go there and it always slaps. It's always good.
Without fail, it's always good.
All right, sorry,
But you
Todd.
said Starbucks.
You're down $2 now, but you might get it back on this next one.
All
Okay.
right.
So this is Shorzy or Letterkenny.
Neither. I don't know either of those.
I have no idea what those are.
Oh shit! We just lost big time.
Oh shit.
I think I've heard of
Yeah.
Letterkenny. I think I've heard of Letterkenny. It's a show, right?
Yes. How? It's from. Oh my
Is it
god.
a talk show?
It's
No.
it's nonsensory.
Is it a talk show? Is that what she asked?
Yeah. How?
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna lose this one.
We just
Gonna.
did.
Yeah.
Gonna.
I want some
Oh.
more. Give me some more. Keep going.
So we're done with Letterkenny and Shorzy. Like that's
Yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
over.
There's no.
Did they
thought-
even? Sorry, my headset went out. I had to restart it. So they didn't. They had no idea who.
No idea what it is.
Got
We
it.
don't know what that is.
All right.
It's
So
I thought it was a Canadian staple, but apparently Bob and I are very far off. On that one.
last one. Is
Interesting.
Schitt's Creek.
Oh, fuck yeah. Schitt's Creek. So good.
That was us.
It
I've
is.
personally never watched it.
Oh my God. It's so good. Honestly, that is one of the best shows I've ever watched. It's so funny.
Oh, damn.
All right.
You got to watch it, Amber.
I
It
think
will
so.
make you laugh so hard.
It's a
Okay.
split.
No. So hey,
That
hey,
is a split because
hang-
Amber didn't know what it is.
All right, but hang on though. Hang on.
Yeah.
If you think that Schitt's Creek is that funny of a show, which it is, I agree with you totally. You need to do yourself a favor and watch Letterkenny and Shorzy.
Okay.
It's different. It's different.
Okay. I'll
No.
write it down.
Letterkenny first, definitely. Shorzy's it's a hockey heavy show.
If you like the hockey, the bro dudes, the hockey
But-
players,
But what
Shorzy's your show.
Letterkenny is definitely it's to me it's actually funnier than Schitt's Creek.
Really? Okay. I'll have to give it a go.
And yeah, it's all
I
based
love.
in Canada
I think
and was shot in
Schitt's Creek's
Canada.
really funny.
But I feel like us telling them this is almost like them telling us that we have to listen to Kid Rock. Like Kid Rock
Yeah.
is so
Kid
American.
Rock.
Exactly.
I can't
You're gonna
believe
love
you,
it.
I can't believe you don't
Best-
love
he's
Kid
the
Rock.
best
You're
rapper
American.
ever.
You gotta love Kid Rock. What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
Or you
I-
get people from, or like someone from the States or something. Do you know Jim from Toronto? Like, no, I don't know Jim
Just
from
a guy
Toronto.
named Jim.
There's 40 million people in Canada. I know that's not that much comparative to the US, but like I don't know Jim from Toronto.
You should just say, yeah, I know him and he's an asshole. I never liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of you.
Jim, that fucking guy.
We did come up with a list too. We did a segment on our show and we said it would be fun to ask guys the same questions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and ask them.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you think this is cheating or not? You guys are all married, right?
No.
Well, but
sorry.
No, it's okay.
Bob was at one point.
Do you have significant others?
I'm also
I
not
do.
married, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Got it. Yep. Significant
Okay.
other.
Okay. So cheating or not? Deleting messages.
Deleting
Clarifying
messages.
Clarifying
Like
question.
hiding them, like being secretive about it. Well, yeah, that's cheating.
Sam,
If
I'm not
it's
asking
secretive.
you. Sam,
Oh,
I'm not
sorry.
asking you.
So a message from the opposite sex from somebody else, a woman that I know.
Correct.
Okay, deleting them.
Yes.
Cheating?
Yeah.
Cheating or not?
Nah.
It's not cheating, but I feel like it's like a gateway drug. Like there's a reason why you're deleting it,
There. That's a good way to look at it.
right?
I will say
Okay.
I've never once deleted any messages out of my phone.
Good
Ever?
man.
I haven't either, but I wouldn't consider it cheating if you did, right? Ultimately, if my wife didn't like somebody that I stay in touch with, I wouldn't delete messages from her.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Next one. Work wives.
I'm the wrong person to ask about this. I think I've worked from home most of the last 10 years. So my work wife is that furry thing that's laying over on the floor right over there.
The dog.
I never had a
where's
Well,
Indy?
wife, even when I was
next
in
to Cory,
an
it's the
office.
dog. Yeah.
I've never had a work wife, even when I was in the office all the time. I don't even know. Like I've seen that like portrayed on television, but I've not ever actually seen the closest thing to that. There was a sales rep back many years ago who hired a really, really hot assistant to follow him around. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, that's really cool. I'm like, one day when I grow up.
That's really cool.
It was the
So
ultimate.
if you
power
had
flex.
a work wife. Okay, so work wife is not cheating or it is cheating?
It feels like it would be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
So
Because why do you need another wife?
Well, and
Why do I need two women telling me I don't measure up?
Exactly. And like, you know what? Most women have multiple personalities. Just pick which one you want to hang out with that day. And like, if you want to switch it up.
I feel like the problem with work wives that you're describing is the after hours or weekends contact with this person,
Truth.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
so
if it was
Or
just
like just
during
the
working hours, then
overstepping.
the overstepping, right? But that's overstepping into the personal life.
Mhm.
Well, if you think about it, you're spending more time with your work wife than, sometimes with your actual wife because you're at work, whatever,
Right.
Monday to Friday, 9 to 5.
Right.
We have a very strong opinion on it. It is absolutely cheating.
so
I think this is what I think is like if it's infringing on, like, it's overstepping out of the work, like they're like the relationship goes beyond a working relationship and it's like becoming too personal and they're knowing too many personal things and you're sharing more of your life with them than your actual wife. That's
You're buying
when
me
I
butter
think
tarts all the time.
yeah, like you're going out for butter tarts and Tim Hortons and you're never bringing one home for your actual wife. It's not
That's
okay.
Very specific. Yeah.
yeah, when you put it that way, I definitely agree with you guys.
Yeah.
That is definitely overstepping by because so there is someone I work with that's exactly my age, and a lot of the other people I work with are a little bit older, and there's some much younger people that we just hired. But for like the first year, I did build a good friendship with April, my coworker, and
Work wife.
well,
Work wife.
the funny part is because I would obviously tell Danielle the stories of what we would talk about at work, and Danielle was actually the one that referred to her as my work wife. I never once did, but we don't.
And that's different.
Like yeah, and we obviously at work like we talk all day. Half the time, like she'll be texting her boyfriend about something we were talking about. I'll text Danielle about, the conversation we're having. And then after that, once work's over, like we really don't have contact outside of work. So,
and see, and like I wouldn't even consider that an actual work wife. There's like this kind of got brought up on our podcast because there's like been it's like a thing out there where it's like women are realizing, oh, like my husband has like almost like a secret relationship, whether it's ever crossed like a line physically or not. It's almost like an emotional affair. And like that, to me, I feel like that's kind of where that whole like actual work wife culture came in, where people were like, this isn't okay. But I feel like what you're describing, it's like very lighthearted, and like your wife and you have such a like a secure relationship where she's like, that's your work wife, and you guys are mutually respecting each other. So it's not like the overstepping,
right.
in my opinion. I think that's perfectly innocent.
Yeah.
Whew, all right. I feel
Okay,
better
you're
about that. I feel better about that one now. Then
I think if their relationship,
Yeah, you're good. You
cheating.
didn't cheat. You're
I feel like he's cheating.
I think it's me too.
Oh, thanks, Amber. Todd, you can go fuck yourself.
you would. You would.
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is just a very black and white answer. Strip
It won't
clubs.
be. I guarantee Todd's going to have a clarifying question. Go ahead.
Strip club.
Absolutely not.
Not cheating or not allowed?
Not cheating.
Wait, sorry, I missed the question. What was the question?
It was just strip clubs.
Oh, strip clubs? No, it's not cheating.
Just entertainment.
No. But it's not cheating
Men.
as long as the offer for your significant other to go with you to the strip club is there. And they might
Yeah.
say, like, I don't
True.
have any interest in doing that. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
But if you're like, you can't
Abso-fucking-lutely, that's
come,
exactly how
and
I
I'm
feel.
going with the fellas, that
Yeah.
seems kind of suspicious.
We also said too, if it was like you
No,
hid it
if
from
it's the boys.
your partner.
No,
Yeah.
no. I think, again, if you misbehave at the strip club, I mean, you can cheat at the strip club. I go to the jiggly room
Oh,
now and
Why
again.
would
and
you? Okay.
The jiggly room. Not the jiggly room. Not the jiggly room. Don't say that. No.
Okay, so he's speaking from his own experience.
Yes,
like,
not, and
I go
not
to the
for men
jiggly room.
everywhere. Just let's be clear about that.
Again, I mean,
Keep
you go to
going,
the, you can go to the jiggly room and check out the attractions, but that doesn't. And again, I've seen people cheat at the jiggly room. I don't do that. And by the way, I don't actually pay for the jiggling. I just, other than the entry fee and the super expensive drinks, that's what I go there for. And then to actually make fun of the people who actually think that that's kind of great entertainment. I've never gone to the jiggly room by myself, but if it's the guys getting out for a bachelor party or to let off some steam somewhere, yeah, nothing wrong with it. I don't think it's cheating. And yeah, for me,
Yeah.
Did you just use the phrase "pay for the jiggling"?
yeah, I don't pay for the jiggling.
The jiggling.
In fact,
like,
when I was in
jiggling.
the jiggling.
Okay.
Not the jiggly room. We need a new adjective for the strip club. Like we need a new description of this.
I kind of like it. I like the jiggly room.
Jiggly room.
You and your old man names for the strip club need to be retired.
That's ick.
That's ick.
What's old becomes
The
new
titty
again.
bar. That's better. Call it the titty bar. Are we allowed to say titty on here?
No, I'll cut that in post.
Oh, no.
Keep going.
That breaks the rules.
Okay, last one, but I feel like judging by the answers of the other ones, I know the answer to this one.
Oh boy.
Commenting and liking like half naked photos of other girls.
People do that.
You mean on Instagram or something?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Feels like that's
Oh, well,
a recipe
sorry.
for disaster.
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster.
Liking is fine. Commenting is weird.
Okay, we draw the line.
Commenting kind
Draw the
of
line right.
implies that you think you've got a shot with this probably bot who's really not a real person.
This AI model.
Yeah, and that's the same kind of guy who would go to the titty bar and figure he's going
Call
to
it the jiggly room.
Right. Call it the jiggly room. Yeah.
Just
A masturbation station.
But honestly,
Oh,
no.
no.
liking that kind of post is still kind of weird. Like, who do you
okay,
think is going to
and the
go
thing
like,
about
oh,
liking-
he liked my post?
Yeah.
That's really kind of strange.
The thing about liking too is you might just like be scrolling and just like double tapping. So there's like a blurred line there, right? But also if a guy sees jigglies and he's staring and he actively likes it, then it could also be like, okay, why are you doing that? You know, now that I
think about it a little bit more, both of those things are kind of strange. Kind of strange.
I don't worry too
they
much
both
about
indicate that you kind of have a weird expectation of some follow-on action that's going to happen just by you looking at it. Like somebody owes you a conversation, somebody owes you, a shout out, or someone's going to start following you or friending you, which is never going to happen. So why would you ever do that?
You're a girl's girl. Just saying.
I am a girl's girl.
You are. Definitely. I can tell.
I'm right there with you. I mean,
do you have a daughter? Like, are you a dad to a daughter?
I am.
I knew it. I could tell. I could feel it. You feel like a safe person.
Safe place. Yep. I'm gonna say. I'll take that.
Safe man.
If it was the man or the bear, we would maybe choose you.
Yeah. I would trust you to fucking fight the bear. Or the creep in the woods.
Well, according to Cory, I would lose because
ladies, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here.
Not a physical specimen, according to Cory.
Bob's running faster than you are to get away from that bear.
Yeah, my bones are brittle. I'm so old. And probably wouldn't even make it up the stairs.
He's probably going to trip on himself
at
some point.
You can hit him with your cane.
Break a hip. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like you can hit him with your cane. Yeah.
Bob?
Yeah.
The titty barn.
No.
I like it. No?
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah. I think
I thought we weren't allowed to say titty on here.
Weigh in on this.
Oh, of course you can say titty on here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, shit, am I not supposed to say titty on here?
Totally
Titty is such a funny word, though.
No, Todd is now trying to sell you on the idea of titty barn with an N versus titty bar. Because
if you went to the titty barn, I would expect there to be a lot of cows.
Titty with D's. Titty barn.
Yeah, Tiddy.
Yes.
Yes. I like spelling titty like that. Funny.
It makes me giggle.
All right, Sam and Amber, is it okay with you if we do a shot?
Go for it. Yeah, go off.
Todd,
you're not forcing me to dig it, so go for it.
I'll drink.
I'm ready.
I got my Stanley.
Your Stanley?
Yeah.
Stanley.
Well, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sriracha.
Oh.
That's the good stuff.
What was your guys' shot? Fireball?
How'd you guess?
Sourpuss?
I had Cocoa Bomb, chocolate whiskey.
Oh, yum. What did you guys have?
Fireball. You guessed it. Nail on the head.
Nail on the head.
Oh,
we did have
nice.
Jack Fire in the freezer, but generally,
I love a Fireball once in a while.
It's probably too much, really.
None
once
for me,
in a while
please.
is too often. But so in the spirit, can you guys stick around for a while? I don't know how long you have to stay.
Yeah. Like 20 more minutes?
Perfect.
Sounds good.
We've got some existential questions here, much like the ones that you asked.
Perfect.
Wait, hang on real quick before we even get into that.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of other icks that were brought to our attention.
Sure.
Okay.
Sam and Amber brought to us that I think there's a couple that we need to get into because we were kind of questioning ourselves.
Oh, the ones that we didn't do
Like
videos
hunching?
for?
Yeah. And what was the one that walking downhill?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What the
Don't
fuck
walk
is
down
that?
Now they're laughing, and now I'm not sure if they were serious. And I'm really glad we didn't do that one. So it was, "Don't walk downhill" was one of them.
Don't walk downhill.
Is that
Don't
a
walk
metaphor?
downhill. Also,
No.
it's just funny. It's just funny. Like, think about how you look walking downhill. Like, the struggle. Like, don't do that.
Hold on a minute.
Don't struggle.
I am the king of walking downhill. I look goddamn good walking downhill. I don't understand why that's
Okay, well, you guys need to have a walk downhill off then. We need
Well, there
to
you
see
go.
who
That's what
looks
we'll
the
do.
best walking downhill.
That is what we will do.
All right, yeah, we can make that video.
The
And, like,
hunching I get.
These icks are kind of satire too. Like, these icks are kind of satire. They're a joke. Like,
No.
the thing is like my husband does all these things. He walks downhill. He wears sandals. Right? I know. How could he? But it's all in good fun. It's all just like a satire thing. Like, you know, it's not like we're gonna write off every man because they walk downhill.
Yeah, but there have been in some
you.
of your past episodes, there have been literal icks where genuinely I did not get the impression that you were joking. Like it was a
because we're not. Everything Sam just said is a lie.
I knew it.
Which ones?
Oh, I'd have to go.
So you understand?
Yeah.
I heard one of you said you understand the hunching one. Don't hunch.
Don't hunch.
Don't hunch.
Yeah.
That's an actual ick.
I think that's just general.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Attractiveness.
Don't fucking hunch.
Yeah, hunchbacks aren't attractive.
Not gonna lie,
Or like
another one that Sam, I don't think we sent it in the list, but don't journal. Do not journal. Do not write down your thoughts. Do not.
You just lost Cory.
No.
Cory's a big journal guy.
No.
He has a diary. He has a diary.
No, it's called a journal.
It's locked and kept under my side of the mattress.
Yep. Right next to his sidearm.
No, So there was a point where I downloaded an app to journal, and
Don't do that.
So that the world would know all of your deepest, darkest thoughts.
Not gonna lie, it's been probably about 3.5 years ever since I've even touched that app. So it didn't work out that well for me. So I guess I can see why it would be an ick because I never even followed through with it. So I'm not gonna lie though. The sandals one really hit me hard. That when you guys said that, I was like, oh man, that's all I have in the summer is sandals.
But it was socks with
sandals. A sandal.
Yeah, ick.
But just don't call it a sandal.
What about like a slide? Like you could
A slide.
No, don't call it a flip flop.
Don't call it a flip flop.
Thongs?
No.
That's it.
Titties.
That's an old man reference.
Titties and flip flops.
You could wear a slide. That's allowed.
I could do. I will allow a flip flop as long as you don't wear it with a long pant.
Oh,
like if you're gonna wear jeans, like a long jean, then you gotta wear shoes. If you're gonna wear jeans, wear shoes.
All. That sound when the flip flop hits the back of the heel.
Yeah.
I worked with a guy who wore them all year round when I was in Boston, and
you're like, I can't.
I'm like, I gotta get that guy on my team so I can fire him. Literally, that sound.
Todd, what is
it's
that
the
sound?
spreading of the toes that I don't like.
What is that sound?
It's like
Todd?
the spread that don't spread them.
I can't mimic
it. In the toe.
Yeah, that too. Don't like feet at all. I'm not a feet guy.
No, I'm not a feet person.
It's kind of funny though that's the one you chose. Like, let me send them a bunch.
I know. I was like, okay, like this is great, but I'm not watching this.
I did it because I was like, this is the most. That was my period blood stand.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna be God's bravest soldier today.
Exactly.
Sam was don't run with the backpack on.
Yeah, don't ever run with the backpack on.
Don't wear a backpack.
Yeah, don't wear a backpack.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Don't wear.
Yeah, you're catching on. You got this. But then also like okay, don't wear a fanny pack. I'm sorry, but I know that this is like lots of men wear fanny packs and everyone's like it's fine. I'm like, don't ever fucking wear a fanny pack.
Preach.
Like just give me your stuff and I'll put it in my purse. Like
thank you. Preach. like
I've got the purse. I've got the purse. You have the
satchel.
balls.
It's called a satchel. Okay, it's not a fanny pack.
Oh no. No. But you're a dad.
Or
you're a girl dad. No, not the knapsack. Do not call it
I know. Bob's like showcasing his true colors here.
He's like, I got my satchel. I got my knapsack. I got my flip flops. Let's go.
I have none of those things.
Let's go walk downhill.
I did send you a backpack video, sadly. So I do have a backpack.
You know what's really funny too is all the time that Bob and I go and hang out, I'm like, dude, you have those cargo shorts on. You don't need your fanny pack.
Like you don't need it. You don't need your purse. You have your cargo shorts.
Yeah, and there's already enough stuff in those. I guess I mean you know when you're
hire an assistant.
Are
Why are you
cargo
carrying
shorts
around?
an ick?
Yes.
To me, Yes.
Cargo shorts are also an ick?
I was kind of figuring
These
that
guys are
that's
welcome
why I
back
went
Where am I supposed to
anytime.
carry all my shit?
With your assistant. Have your assistant carry it.
My
That's-
assistant?
Dude,
Shove it up your
have
ass.
somebody else
No, I'm
carry
just
your
kidding.
stuff around.
Wow. Yep. There it is. Shove it right up your ass, Bob.
Yep. I
Do a
just
split. Do a split right on it.
big
But also don't do a split.
big
That's
piece
an
of
ick.
Don't ever
a
do the
fuck.
split.
I had a big
Don't
piece
ever
of
do
fuck
the
you pie is what I had.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Todd.
I'm not gonna
But
lie.
like,
if
what
I,
all do you need to carry? You just need your wallet. You need your wallet. You need your maybe your
And
chapstick.
keys. Wallet and keys.
Yeah.
Wallet and keys.
Chapstick. That's what I got a wife for.
Exactly. So all you don't need cargo shorts. You don't need your
What?
purse.
Word.
What are
All
you
you
talking
need
about?
is just your regular pants, your
Wallet.
regular shorts.
Exactly. Wallet and keys. All you need.
But if you decide to wear cargo shorts, I will give you a pass because you're a girl dad.
Yeah,
You're the
you
only
get a
one who
pass.
gets a pass. Are you guys
Stress
girl
the
dads?
girl. Girl in bold and capital letters. Girl. Dad.
Danielle and I have a girl dog.
Doesn't count.
Ah, damn it! I tried.
Doesn't count.
No. Girl dads get passes.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
He gets an F in my book.
You got an existential question now?
I do.
All right.
I do. Should we do the music? Hold on.
Existential question of the week.
All right. I feel like however long this is going to be way too long for them, so we're going to cut it off right there. Sorry, Todd.
It's all right. It needs to be redone. It'll stay on there.
No, it doesn't need to be redone. It's just way too long as it is. Anyway, what is your first one? What is your most cringeworthy high school memory?
Oh God. Oh, I have like 17 just fucking flying in here. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? Amber, go first.
You don't have to go first. We can go first.
I feel like I don't know.
Todd loves going first on stuff like this.
No, I'm thinking.
Oh, jeez.
Cringe worthy.
All right, I can go first.
Okay, go.
For most cringeworthy high school memory, it was in 7th grade. It was at a basketball game at the junior high school, at my junior high school, and I got caught with a girl in the we had left the gymnasium and went to the theater to make out, and while we were making out, the game ended and they put that big like barrier, that big sort of accordion metal barrier over the and basically locking us into that part of the school. And in order to get out, we had to go up to the barrier and try to get somebody's attention to let us out. And we were basically like rats in a cage on display for all the kids who were trying to leave from the basketball game and knew exactly why we were back there.
Oh
It
no.
was a very cringe.
Oh no.
Yeah. And she was not like the head cheerleader of the basketball team or the football team.
I thought you were going to say
But
she
she and I were
grade.
like right next to each other, like, here we are. Just need to get out so we can get home.
Just get us out of here, please.
Yeah,
I was going to say
That's
something
funny.
really mean, but
that's fine.
well, I'll keep
I
it to
did.
myself.
All right.
I got one, Bob.
Go ahead.
I'm ready.
Yep.
Most cringeworthy. I went to boarding school, and one night, one of the guys with a car came. We went out to the movies, and on the way to the movies, we had a 24 of good Canadian beer. I'm sure it was, and we all pounded these beers on the way to the movie theater. And we get to the movie theater, sit down. We're all kind of giggling just because we're all giddy about having pounded all these beers on the way to the movie. The movie starts, and I don't know if they don't do it anymore, but that little dot that turned into like the spiraling, looked like watercolors paint going around and around.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that, got dizzy, and then jibbed down the back of the neck of the lady in front of me. It like went right down her neck.
Oh no.
And we
Ew.
all had to sprint out of the movie theater.
Oh no.
Yeah, I still feel bad about that.
That's the kind of thing that just like will always haunt you. Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. Puking in public is so, oh my God.
Puking on someone you don't
Yeah.
know in public.
my God.
And a
No.
lady. Like, if it had been a dude, at least we could have fought. And like, he could have.
At least I could have fought him.
Exactly.
Can't punch a lady you just puked on.
Exactly.
We need to find an excuse for Todd to wear that toque every show because it looks like
He has hair.
It looks like James Brown's hair in that autobiography
Yeah, I was like,
that
that's
they
a
did.
toupee.
Yeah,
It's a 2K.
It's a
Yeah, it's a toupee.
yeah.
That's funny.
Corey,
Amber, do you have
or
one?
Amber?
I'm sure I do, but I like the first one that came to my mind is I got pepper sprayed. I don't know if that's cringeworthy.
Wait, how did you end up getting pepper sprayed? You should be doing the pepper spraying.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. A house party we were at, it was in a basement, and there's like, back in the day, there's like 50 people in this basement, and someone literally said, "I'm gonna pepper spray this bitch," and we didn't move or anything.
You were like, she can't be talking about me.
There's no way. And then they did pepper spray us, and that sucked for a long time.
Oh no.
Yeah, pepper sprays. Yeah, it's no fun.
I have a few. Okay. Mine are I'm not gonna go the furthest one. I'm gonna give you guys a mid grade one that I don't know why it still haunts me but it was just really embarrassing. I was in grade 11 and I was playing tag. Don't play tag.
Grade 11?
Don't fucking play tag.
Yeah, why are you playing tag in grade 11?
Don't.
It's like an egg.
Isn't grade
remind me.
11 like a grade away from graduating from high school?
That's right. That's correct.
Okay.
I was playing tag
Got it.
as a 11th grader, 16 years old, and there was this common area outside of our school, and it was like a big concrete area, and everybody would hang out there at lunch and play soccer, whatever. But so I was there and I was playing tag. And I fell in front of everybody and I bled. And I was like, no, like the bleeding. Like it's one thing to fall, but it's another thing to fucking bleed. Okay. And I bled. My whole knee was bleeding. Everything was bleeding. And I was like, this is so embarrassing. Once in a while, that memory will just pop into my brain. And I was like, you guys see Sam fall? And I was like, I was already the dorkiest kid. Like why did I fall? Why did I bleed? So yeah.
You shouldn't be playing tag in grade 11.
Run. They're not supposed to run, right?
Yeah, like don't run, don't bleed, don't play tag. It's an egg.
Do you think
Nick
you
right there.
run less as an adult because of that?
You know what? No, I run less as an adult now because I have 2 kids and I'll pee my pants. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
also, I'm not ashamed to fall anymore. Like I don't even care. Like if I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna eat it. We don't care anymore. I got that beat out of me when I was a teenager. Different story. My whole life as a teenager was extremely cringy, and then now as an adult, I just own it. I'm like, I'm gonna be a klutz. I'm probably gonna bleed. Probably gonna pee my pants. Probably gonna throw up somewhere. Like we're good.
See, and I think too, as an adult, you realize too, once you do fall, you can just lay there for a while and be like, "Oh my god, what's going on with my
It
life?"
looks so nice.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
A
hold
little
on.
nap.
But
It's
once
growth.
you get to a
It's
certain
called
age,
growth.
the longer you lay there, the more ambulances and first responders show up, and then it's really bad.
And
Yeah,
it's
unless
free
they-
in Canada, at least.
Yeah, some more
That's true.
ambulance.
You
That's
just gotta
funny.
make sure no one's around.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Like when I
Often I'm like, I can fall here. No one's here.
like
It's
when
a
I
good
slipped
place
on the
to fall.
snow
Yeah.
and shoveling on the driveway, and I smoked my head off the ground, and I just laid there like, "Oh, I'm probably gonna die out here."
Just resign.
Accept your fate.
Yep. I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, this is where I go."
This is how it ends. One time,
Is
Amber
that
and I
your-
were.
Go ahead. Sorry.
One time, Amber and I were there. We had a small party at my house. This was years ago, before I had kids, and we were dancing on a cooler, like a regular cooler, right? And we fell. We freaking ate it. Like it just slipped out from under us, and we just ate it. And then that same night, I broke a wine glass and was trying to clean it up, and it the stem of it punctured my leg. And my skin just split, wide open. Like I saw the white part and it was just pooling down. And I was like, well, I'm bleeding now.
I
And
might
her
just bleed
ex-boyfriend
out.
actually is the one who did that up.
Well, at least there was
Her
someone there to take
ex-boyfriend
care
didn't
of
ask
it.
if you were vaccinated, did he?
What?
Ew.
I didn't catch that.
I asked if her
Well
ex-boyfriend
played.
asked if you were vaccinated. Sorry.
Okay, sir.
I still didn't catch that.
Period blood callback. Anyway, Cory.
Oh, I see.
I would have to say I played hockey throughout high school, as I mentioned previously.
Oh boy,
Jesus.
But it's, so there was a bunch of guys I knew on the wrestling team that they're like, hey man, you should come out and practice with us. It's good conditioning, all this and that. I'm like, I mean, skating is also very good conditioning, but sure, I'll come out and practice. I did not realize what wrestlers do to practice. And when you're in a 150 degree room and just sweating your balls off like you wouldn't believe, one of the guys picked me up and threw me on the mat. And apparently I was just so out of it and sweating so much that I thought I just farted.
Oh,
you
no.
sharted, didn't you? You sharted.
You sharted.
Yes. And he made passionate love to you through your shart, didn't he?
Were you wearing a singlet?
No, just shorts.
I hope so.
Just shorts and like spandex shorts underneath. So I'm like, no, I definitely think that was just a fart. I should be good. And you know what happens to shit in your pants in a 150 degree room? Yeah, it'll get everyone.
It stinks.
Oh, that's an understatement. And yeah, I had to be the guy that had to fess up to the entire high school wrestling team that I shit my pants in the. I shitted my pants in the hot room.
You fessed up. He didn't put your face in it?
Dude, it was all in my. I
Clearly, your wrestling team sucked.
I had spandex shorts.
If you sharted on our wrestling team's mats, they'd have put your face. There'd be an incredible picture of that still.
Well, this was, as you know, Todd, because I know there were barely even phones back in your day. But yeah, there were no such thing as cell phones with cameras even in my time at this point. Thankfully, I will say, because yeah, they could have turned out a lot worse. But yeah, there was no photo evidence of anything. It was just a very unfortunate and unhappy time in my life.
You know what? It's okay. I know exactly what you're talking about, by the way, because not the shitting part. I didn't shit my pants at school. But
Sam, I thought we were going to have solidarity on this.
No, you know what? I've actually had pretty good ass control throughout my life. Peeing my pants, though, that's another story. But this is also cringy of me. I was on the wrestling team from grade 7 to 12. So yeah, really? I know what you mean. Yeah. I actually also have my black belt in Taekwondo.
All right.
Whoa.
Golf claps. Very nice.
Absolutely. Well done.
Yes. Yeah. So maybe I could take down the bear in the woods for you. Just kidding. I'm small. It'll eat me.
No, I said Bob's taking off way before you are. So
that's funny. No, yeah. I was on the wrestling team from grade 7 to 12. So yeah, I almost in grade 12 on our last provincial meet, I lost to the same girl that I lost to every fucking year and got silver. And there's a picture of me somewhere just standing there, just holding my medal, just pissed, so over it. 6 years in, just yeah, I'm done. I'm never doing this shit again.
So you don't keep up with wrestling now?
No,
oh,
no.
Come on, Sam.
I played a lot of sports growing up. I did wrestling and then Taekwondo. I also danced, and then I played tier 1 soccer. So I did a lot of that. I played rugby and track. So I did everything. So I kind of just played soccer till I was about 21, 22-ish. And then now I'm just I don't play any competitive sports, but I did dance when I was pregnant, and now I just kind of move my body, but I don't do any of that stuff really anymore.
Just kind of move the body. Just keep things going.
Just move it around.
Right.
So
toss it around.
No more Taekwondo?
No. But it's funny because I there's a really big piece of me that wanted to let all that go. And now I'm in my 30s. I'm I kind of miss it. I was thinking about getting a Wave Master, which is just a punching bag that you using Taekwondo and just like practicing again because I do miss it. Because I actually don't know, because growing up as an athlete that way, I don't have a ton of experience just like lifting weights in the gym. Like I know how to make my body really strong by being an athlete. It's like, it's just different. So sometimes I'm like, I kind of miss it.
Understandable. Same way with hockey.
I think for the next time we have you guys on, you should come and kick Cory's ass. We'd like to see that.
Sounds good. Let's do it in person.
Yes.
I will just fucking fly through the front door and just like side kick right to the face.
Right to the head.
Not
Just
even a
like,
hello.
yeah.
No knock on the door.
I can for sure help you in the head.
Well, here's your host today, Bob, Todd, Sam, and Amber. Cory's currently passed out cold in Bob's kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam kicked him.
Sam walked in the house, gave him a roundhouse right to the face.
And I have it all on video.
Yeah.
And we're going to
I will
play it on
roundhouse
repeat
your ass.
over and over and over.
Hey, that's fine by me. Fine by me.
Yeah, that's good. You know what? That's good. I back in my bar days, I used to kick people in the head all the time.
Wait, hold on.
That's what I was going to say.
What?
You can't just
You
leave it
can't
off
just
at
throw
that.
that out there. I used to kick people in the head all the time.
That seems like a
Thanks
Canadian
for having
thing.
us
I got
on.
kicked in the head
It's
at the
been
gas
great.
works in Toronto. Yeah, that seems a Canadian thing, kicking people in the head.
Well, you know what?
It's a Sam thing.
It's a Sam thing. I used to have a lot of rage, so like I used to fight people a lot, like fist fight in the bar and stuff. Like so dumb. I cannot believe that I ever did that. But I used to also like tell people I could kick them in the head, and then they would ask me to do it. So I would be like, yeah, I fucking do it. I'll pull the skirt right up and we'll do it.
Sam's a pugilist. I love it.
Yeah, so that's me.
I think I've got that in common. I can match that. Todd, can you match that?
Dude,
I've
I
had
just
someone
admitted I
ask
was
me
at the
to
gas
slap
works
them
in
right across
Toronto
the face.
and got
I'm
kicked
like,
in the head.
absolutely. I will slap you right now. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
As hard as I possibly could. And he thanked me at the end. He said, thank you so much. I'm like,
Thank you so much.
You asked
That
me
was
to.
Indian Joe, wasn't it?
When it,
Indian Pete.
Indian Don. Yep. Hey, when a friend needs help, you help him.
You know what? It's crazy how people do that too. Like they will ask you to hurt them. So you're like, okay.
Yeah, of
and
course.
then you do it and they thank you. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
There's no, I didn't even, no, hold on a minute. I never once thought, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I feel really good right now. I helped somebody. This is what they needed. They asked me to do it. I had a great time doing it and it was successful. And they were so thankful afterward. I'm like, this is great. I wish more people would ask me to beat their ass for no reason.
I'm such a calm person now. I don't even know what I would do if somebody did that. I would be like, you need mental therapy. You want me to tell you, like, you want me to like dissect your entire brain right now? Because I'll give you therapy right now. Like I have rabbit holed.
Brought you from the rage-filled youth that you had to where you are now? The kids?
Well, maybe because I realized that was like mental illness. No, but basically like I just grew up like in a very chaotic environment. So like that like rage-filled younger self, I kind of just grew out of her. And I also became a mom at like 23, 24 years old. So I just like after that, I was just like, I just chilled out. And I'm naturally a very chill person. So like having that, like the rage is not, it's not authentic to me.
Real
How
quick,
come one of you keeps disappearing and coming back? Where'd you go?
Where did you go, Cory?
That's between me and me.
It's between you and your God.
That's,
And Bob, because they're in
Well,
the same room.
I just know he left the room. I didn't follow him after there. I was locked in our conversation about kicking ass.
yeah, no, it was
Not
I
good.
needed a quick bathroom break. Sorry. And then the other time was to grab other drinks and stuff like that. So, but real quick to circle back to the Indian Don thing that I heard when I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, of course.
Just so you ladies know, he didn't kick his ass. He literally open-handed bitch slapped him, just very, very hard.
Oh, no, all I was saying is if he'd asked me to literally kick his ass in any form or fashion, I would have done it. Slap him in the
But
face.
he asked for a bitch slap.
punch him in the dick. I would have done whatever he asked me to do.
Yeah, and Indian
I would have done that. You never hit another man in his junk.
If he asks you to,
Unless he asks for it.
100%.
No, not if you're a guy. I mean, again, no judgments on anybody. Any dude who hits another dude in the junk, even if they ask for it, yeah,
I can't take him seriously with that hair.
Okay.
I can't. I look at it and I'm like, those aren't the serious comments of a man who means what he's talking about.
Honestly, the term bitch slap is so funny. I haven't heard that in so long.
I do like that one.
I love that term. I'm gonna start using that again. Like, you know what? If you cross me, I'm gonna bitch slap you.
It was a straight bitch.
I don't know if I could slap hard though. I'm a kicker. I'm not a slapper.
Be surprised.
I was get that punching bag. Start practicing your slaps.
Yeah.
All right. I will. Okay, I'm gonna get one, and I'm gonna send you guys a video of me just being like, "Oh yeah, you want to square up? Boom!"
Slap the shit out of you, motherfucker.
And at the end, just be like, sorry.
Oh yeah, you're gonna cut me off in traffic? Boom!
Take that.
Yeah.
Sorry for the kerfuffle.
Oh, you got the last block of cheese at the grocery store, old lady? Let's go.
Old lady.
Yeah. That's how you took out that old lady at Timmy's.
Oh yeah,
exactly. I bitch slapped.
You can bitch slap the person behind the counter at Timmy's. There you go. That's your first first thing of to do with the newfound bitch slapping.
She's at the drive-through.
Oh,
they're
that's
always at the drive-through.
That's when
It's always the drive-through one.
You still pimp slap her.
You say, "Hey,
they fuck you at the drive-through."
You tell her, "I can't hear you."
Literally.
Can you come out that window a little bit? And then bam.
Yeah, you just see me reaching out. Just, get over here. Get over here.
Yep. She's just hanging out that drive-through window because you knocked her out cold. That'd be perfect.
My children are just in the back. I'm like, just a second, sweeties. Mommy's got a bitch slap.
Cover your eyes.
Yeah, avert your gaze.
Or just take notes, actually. That's what I want you to do.
Actually, make sure you pay attention to the form that mom has.
Yes. This is what you do when someone crosses you.
Anytime someone wrongs you, this is how you take care of it.
Yes.
A lesson in peacemaking.
All right, Sam and Amber, I'm going to be mindful of your time, and I think you told me 20 minutes, and I think we're past that. So, what say we wrap it up?
No problem. Sounds good. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. We had a blast.
Thank you.
Hopefully, you'll come back.
Yeah.
And we'll set it up. And in the meantime, we'll figure out something to do with those videos that we sent.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll make an edit for you guys. Yeah, I'll make it. We'll record our parts and then I'll put it into an edit and then we'll make a collab on it or whatever. And then you guys can share it wherever.
And you guys have to make a video of you walking down the hill.
Yes.
We can
Done.
You do.
We can definitely do that.
Done. I will smoke these
I don't do
fools
that.
walking down a hill.
I have an assistant for that, so I'll get Jerome to do that.
He does.
It's just your wife.
It'll just be a chicken walking down a hill with a name tag, with a Todd name tag.
And better yet, if you guys do you want to come back on the show or do another show, we could always live stream from your platform. I'd be able to do that from here to go on to the Girl Dinner YouTube live if you wanted to do that.
Oh, cool.
We got nobody on YouTube yet.
Yeah, I think
We have a few.
Hey, you got to start somewhere. So
I think they put
Yeah,
all their
they're
eggs in the Spotify basket, though.
We have, yeah. You know what though? I need to be more consistent with our YouTube, but I also, like I said, we've been really focusing on Spotify, but our YouTube is kind of like our next sort of step, along with obviously like collaborating and getting on other people's platforms. But I think YouTube's is a smart move. So I think you guys got a good thing going here.
Yeah, we can definitely.
We loved it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Eddie,
Yes,
so much.
thank you so much.
All right. We will see you next time. On behalf of Cory and Todd and Sam and Amber, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Bye.
Great show, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you guys.